No entry. Maximum axle weight 4 tons. Clearway. No straight ahead. No right turn. No left turn. No overtaking. No entry for large vehicles, 3 tons. Max speed limit 80 kilometers per hour. Height restriction. No U-turn. Parking permitted. No parking permitted. Taxi rank. Pedestrianized street. Max speed 50 kilometers per hour. Max gross weight 7.5 tons. Max vehicle length 10.5 meters. Max vehicle width 2.15 meters. No overtaking for 3-axle vehicles. No ridden or accompanied horses. No bicycles. Cul-de-sac. Entry to motorway, N7. 300 meters till the next exit. Motorway ends 500 meters ahead. End of motorway. Pedestrians and bicycles only. Separate bicycle and pedestrian lanes. Hospital 100 meters ahead. Roadworks ahead. End of roadworks. Two-way traffic. 1-lane crossover, out. 1-lane crossover, back. End of Central Reserve obstruction. Start of Central Reserve obstruction. Road narrows from left. Road narrows from right. Road narrows on both sides. Uneven surface. Loose chippings. Near side lane, of 2, closed. Flagman ahead. Temporary traffic signals ahead. 2 offside lanes, of 4, closed. Move to right 2 lanes. Single lane, for shuttle working. Control of traffic through roadworks one-way system where manual-operated stop-and-go signs are in use. Move to right 1 lane. Side access on left. Pedestrians cross to left. Lanes diverge at crossover. 2 lanes crossover, out. Lanes rejoin at crossover. 2 lanes crossover, back. Side access on right. Queues likely. Pedestrians cross to right. Drivers must keep left of the continuous white line. Drivers must not cross the broken white lines unless it is safe to do so. The edge of the carriageway or hard shoulder. No entry. Traffic must not enter unless they can clear the box junction without stopping, or when turning right. Continuous white lines ahead. Drivers may not cross the lines to overtake. Parking prohibited. Parking prohibited at times displayed. Zebra crossing. Dangerous left corner ahead. Plus left bend ahead. Series of dangerous corners plus. Series of dangerous bends ahead. Crossroads ahead. Side road on the left ahead. T-junction. Y-junction. Crossroads ahead with road of less importance. Side road of less importance on the left ahead. T-junction ahead with road of less importance to the right. Y-junction ahead with road of less importance to the right. Staggered crossroads. Traffic crossover ahead. Roundabout ahead. Crossroads ahead with road of higher importance. T-junction ahead with road of higher importance. Crossroads with dual carriageway. T-junction with dual carriageway. Sharp rise ahead. Sharp dip ahead. Series of bumps or hollows ahead. Steep descent ahead. Steep ascent ahead. Danger of falling rocks. Low-flying aircraft. Slippery road ahead. School ahead. Road divides. Unguarded level crossing ahead. Unprotected body of water ahead. Traffic signals ahead. Beware of sheep. Pedestrian crossing ahead. Two-way traffic. Dual carriageway ends. Level crossing with lights and barriers. Merging traffic. Merging and diverging traffic. Road narrows from the left. Road narrows on both sides. Road narrows from the right. Overhear electric cables. Mini roundabout ahead. Accompanied horses and ponies. Beware of cattle. Beware of deer or wild animals. Guarded level crossing ahead. Children crossing, residential. Tunnel ahead. Tram lane crossing ahead. Crosswinds. Loop road ahead. Lane loss. Start of passing lane. Start of climbing lane. Sharp change of direction, left chevron board. Low bridge ahead. Sharp change of direction, right chevron board. Keep left. Keep right. Pass either side. Keep straight ahead. Turn right. Turn left. Turn left ahead. Turn right ahead. With flow bus lane on left. With flow bus lane on right. Contraflow bus lane. Tram lane on right. Tram lane on left. Part 2. Questions and correct answers. From Rules of the Road. When you can overtake on the left? When the driver in front of me is turning right. When intend to turn left. When the vehicle in my lane on my right is moving slower. At an uncontrolled junction with all the roads of equal importance to whom you should give way? The traffic to my right has priority and the traffic is already turning. I must give them their way before I move on. At the stop sign that has no white line, where could you stop? At the stop sign. What position would you take up for a right turn in a one-way street? To the extreme right. How would you turn right on a main road? Minor, signal and then move into the right-hand lane when clear. Keeping left of the white line in the center of the road. When a safe gap occurs, complete your turn, never cut your corner and give way to pedestrians.
Можна додати, спочатку поглянути у дзеркала заднього виду.
How would you know a zebra crossing at night? By dashing yellow beacons.
What does the island in the center of a pedestrian crossing mean? Each side of the island is a separate crossing. What restrictions are there as relation to the use of horn? It must not be used between the hours of 11:30 p.m. and 7 o'clock a.m. in a built-up area, except in an emergency. When driving at night, when should you dip your headlights? A. When meeting oncoming traffic. B. When following close behind another vehicle. C. On continuously lit roads. D. In failing snow. E. Fog. F. At dusk dawn. What should you do when dazzled by the light of an oncoming car? Slow down and stop if necessary. What is a clearway? Stopping or parking are prohibited except by buses and taxis for the period indicated on the sign. Clearway, an area of road that must be kept clear for moving traffic during certain times of the day, usually busy periods. The times when stopping or parking is prohibited are shown on an information plate under the sign. Other vehicles may stop during these times only if they are waiting in a line of traffic, but they are not allowed to park, even if disc or metered parking is normally available. What does broken yellow line mean? A broken yellow line marks the edge of the carriageway. This road contains a hard shoulder, which is normally only for pedestrians and cyclists. If a driver wants to allow a vehicle behind them to overtake, they may pull into the hard shoulder briefly, but do not continue driving in the hard shoulder, as long as no pedestrians or cyclists are already using it and no junctions or entrances are nearby. Different rules exist for hard shoulders on motorways. What does single yellow line mean? No parking at certain times. What is the legal parking distance from the curb? Less than half a meter, 45 centimeters. How close to a junction can you park? 5 meters. Where should you not park? Near a bend, the brow of a hill, a humpback bridge, where there is a continuous white line where your vehicle would obstruct sign, at on entrance, at a bus stop, opposite another vehicle on a narrow road, at a taxi rank. Where should you not overtake? At a bend, a junction, the brow of hill, a humpback bridge, at a continuous white line, or anywhere your view of oncoming traffic is restricted. What is the 2-second rule? Stay 2 seconds behind the car in front. Use a stationary object on the road. Start counting when the car in front passes the object, and I should pass after counting 2 seconds. If you saw a red triangle on the road, what would it mean? That there is an obstruction on road ahead. What is the sequence of traffic lights? Green, amber, red. At a junction when traffic lights are not working, to whom would you give way? Traffic on the right. What does a green light mean? Go if safe. What does an amber light mean? Stop unless you are close to stop safety. Name 3 people in authority for whom you must stop: a guarda, a school warden, or a person in charge of animals. If you were entering a one-way street at the no entry end, what road markings would you see? A continuous wall line behind with a broken white line behind it. When can you cross a continuous white line? To avoid an obstruction, for access, or if there is a broken white line on your side of the road. What is the speed limit on national roads? What is the motorway speed limit? What is the minimum legal tire depth? 100 kilometers per hour. 120 kilometers per hour. 1.6 millimeters. What rules apply to a junction box? I cannot enter unless my way forward is clear, except to turn right. I stop and wait until my way out of the box is clear. If there saw 2 sets of wild lines in the center of the road, one continuous, one broken, which would you obey? I obey the line on your side or the road. What do two sets of broken white line in the center of the road mean? There will be one or two continuous white lines. These divide two lanes of traffic traveling in opposite directions. These alert drivers to continuous white lines a short distance ahead. As a driver, you must not cross them unless it is safe to do so.
What does broken white line in the center of the road mean? These divide two lanes of traffic traveling in opposite directions. I must not cross them unless it is safe to do so.
What do white horizontal lines in the center of the road means? Single or double continuous white lines along the center of the road. These divide two lanes of traffic traveling in opposite directions. All traffic must keep to the left of the line, except in an emergency or for access. Hand signals.
Не поплутайте ліву руку з правою. Не забувайте вказати, для якого водія. Позаду чи попереду. Не забувайте вказати, для якого водія. Позаду чи попереду.